What's going on, everyone? Chris from PickDawgz.com here with your morning show. It is Wednesday, October 29th, 2025, a money-making Wednesday. Solid card of action today. Got some NBA, we got Game 5 of the World Series, we got college football, NHL, so lots of action on the board today, and I got a great pair of handicappers with me to break down the action. Ashley, how you doing?
Pretty good, Chris. Coming off a nice 2-0 Tuesday, cashed in with Vegas and Chicago in some hockey action. So finally hitting my stride a little bit in hockey, 5-0 in my last 5 premium picks. So I think we're feeling good heading into Wednesday. Though it's a small hockey card today, so we'll probably have to pick it back up tomorrow.
On absolute fire, yeah. Chicago was my bet regret yesterday. I crossed them off, and I was just like, why? They're my team this year. They're my hype train. They're the team that I got to be on. So
yeah, they're scrappy. They're getting some good value at home. So
what are they, 9-1 on the puck line now this season? I think something like that. So I'm telling you, when you're getting big plus odds with Chicago, watch out. They've already knocked off Tampa Bay this season.
Yeah, they do. I mean, their former coach we see with Anaheim and when they were winning. So we'll see how that rolls. But yeah, I thought we'd have the parade set up, but we're not. It's a 2-2 series here with Chris's Blue Jays and the Dodgers. A 2-2. Age regression might be real. That was the one thing I was worried about with the Dodgers. I think you've got that upper cup swing, the fast bat swing. You get older faster in MLB, and all the Dodgers hitters are they're past their prime. So age regression looks to be real.
Speaking of age regression, Tony, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Trying to regress my age a little bit.
No, please. Anybody who's seen Tony in person knows he looks like 25. It's uncanny. I walked up, I was like, "You Tony's son?" I was like, "I don't know." First time I saw Tony, but solid day for me yesterday. I went 3-2-1. Somehow pulled a push out of the fire with that Philadelphia 76ers and Washington Wizards game. And I was like, the Wizards are cooked. They're down 16 going into the fourth. Wizards gonna wizard. That's plain simple, but I cashed my play of the day for the NHL with the Jets yesterday. I have no idea why Minnesota keeps getting respected the way they are, but it is what it is. Take advantage of these spots when we can get them, and there's going to be plenty more this season. We just got to sort of dissect it. I think we're starting to get a real sample size with some of these, major sports. Like you're starting to see it with the NHL. We're 10 games in. NBA, we're starting to get there. We're going into like the 5-game, sample size now. So, but it's still lots of action to be had. I said the smaller cards there. College football, NFL, or NHL, and NBA. The NBA is the big one today. So.
Oh yeah, Chris, I have one question for you before we start. Do they have a Braves Manoah jersey out yet?
No, they don't.
They don't. Okay, I was wondering.
No, because I don't know when he's going to make the major league roster. But this is one of those things where it's like, people can call you like a bandwagon jumper. This is to show you that I am not.
Yes.
That this is yeah, don't get me wrong. I know Alek Manoah didn't pan out for the Blue Jays, but
he's a Brave, right? He got signed by the Braves.
He did get signed by the Braves. Alek, if you need a place to stay, call me. I got family down there, but I don't know. I have no idea what's in store for him. I hope he gets right. He was still a solid option, but I don't want it to be the Ricky Romero situation where. Tony knows. If I say the words Ricky Romero to any true Blue Jays fan, they shudder. They get chills, and it's not the good kind. Like the kind they're like, where's the closest bathroom? But you know what? Like I said, hopefully he gets a fresh start in Atlanta. Maybe be a bit of a long relief arm for that team. We'll have to see. But anything we don't cover winners and losers. I don't want to just sort of blow through the show for you, but any winners or losers from football action that you guys are like, teams you were impressed with or teams that are kind of on your shit list after last weekend?
I got crushed this past NFL Sunday. I don't think anything I thought was going to happen happened.
Tony,
yeah, I had too much faith on the Commanders' Mariota. Mariota is not a good backup. He's not even a good starter. Let's just say not good backup, not good starter. Even with all that talent out there, couldn't do anything. And while the Pittsburgh defense, I've not seen this bad in years for Tomlin. What a turn of events from the first half to the second. Yeah, that one stung me a little bit because that was a best bet, and that was a huge best bet. You know how it is when you're on a huge best bet run. They look at the half, you feel you're in, and then boom, that second half comes, and man, the defense just falters.
Yeah, I thought it was a good Tomlin spot. Like, when you back him as an underdog, he usually shows up, and yeah, like you said, that the defense got shredded in the second half. It was just bad. But we have lots of opportunities this week to make up for that. So ready to sort of help everybody get there, help everyone navigate the card today. We got a couple college football games on the board today. Now, unfortunately, for me, I'm still working on learning how to make these graphics. So I'm assuming, but for right now, at least at the bottom of the screen, if you can't, if you're watching the show after the fact and, you just don't want to hear us blab and you're looking for a specific part of the show, we'll at least have it at the bottom of the screen what we're talking about. But we got 2 Conference USA games. I hate that it's Conference USA. Like, why can't you just go back to midweek action? Like that was where the money was. But we got Jacksonville State laying 4 on the road against Middle Tennessee, and we got FIU Missouri State laying 4 at home. Total set at 50.5. Ashley, either one of these 2 games do anything for you?
No, but if I'm taking sides on either, I think in the FIU Missouri State game, I think I got to roll with Missouri State in this one. They're definitely the team that's trending upward recently. They've won 3 of their last 4, while FIU's dropped 3 of their last 4. FIU's defense is just pretty bad, giving up over 420 yards a game, over 30 points a game. Missouri State's not too bad through the air, so they should be able to move the ball and get some points on the board. I just don't think FIU will be able to compete offensively there. Missouri State's defense definitely isn't anything to write home about, but they have allowed 20 points or fewer in 3 of their last 4. FIU likes to run the ball, and Missouri State was able to hold both Middle Tennessee and New Mexico to sub 90 rushing yards the last couple of games. So I'll take the home favorite here and lay the points. And then for the other one, I'll probably take the points with Middle Tennessee. They're at home. Jacksonville State's pretty beat up. I think their quarterback's questionable, and they're also missing some key guys defensively. Jacksonville State also hasn't covered once as a favorite this year, so I'll take the points in that one.
Tony?
Yeah, I agree with Middle Tennessee State there. Vitadio has been there forever, and I'm kind of going to go with experienced quarterbacks here in this block here. Also looking at the conference numbers, this will be Jacksonville's first road game against the conference. And again, Jacksonville State, a team that runs a lot. They want their quarterback to run. Creel got hurt. X-rays negative, but looks like it's going to be Wimsatt, who was benched earlier for ineffectiveness. So that's going to be the quarterback for Jacksonville State. I can only look here at Middle Tennessee State here. When you look at Jacksonville State, their pass defense has been horrible here on the road. Vitadio has been pretty good in conferences. Conference numbers are pretty good. And this is the time of the year. In these games, I would recommend people to, if you're looking at stats, look at just the conference numbers. Don't look at anything else, because this is where you can really find out how you can really find winners that way. That's how I found winners in this midweek college football, and even into Saturdays now when these small conferences play. Just look at conference stats, the conference stats will lead you to winners, and they will. I like Middle Tennessee State there plus 4.5. FIU, well, Keon Jenkins has been there forever, right? Going to stick with the experienced quarterback here. FIU against the conference again, 5 yards per 5.7 yards to carry on the ground, almost 7 yards per pass attempt. Although the defense has not been good against Conference USA, but when you look here at Missouri State, terrible defending the pass against the conference. So you've got 2 bad pass defenses, 2 capable passing offenses. This is all in conference play. I like the over in that one. Even though it might be windy, about maybe 14 to 15 miles per hour, I'll still take over 50.5.
Yeah, the only one I have here will be one that, you know what, it's the freemium because I already gave it out in a video. I'm taking Jack State. I'm laying the points here. Creel is questionable for this game with an arm issue, and Gavin Wimsatt wasn't effective, but the thing for me is that you don't have to be effective when your team is, 126th in FBS and passing attempts per game. For for me, I agree with Tony. If you can look at conference numbers, you can kind of sort of navigate through because you're going to see teams that, you're not going to see Middle Tennessee's true reflection of their numbers against teams like Wisconsin. And, you're not going to see a true reflection of Jacksonville State by playing, steps up in competition. But that's exactly why I like Jacksonville State here. There are 3 games for Middle Tennessee: Kennesaw, Missouri State, and Delaware. Kennesaw is the best rushing team of the bunch. 56th in rushing yards per game. The other 2 are outside the top 100 in FBS, and Jacksonville State runs it at the 4th highest rate in FBS. They're putting up 276 rushing yards per game. They're the best rushing offense that's not named Army, Navy, or Air Force. So I don't see how Middle Tennessee gets stops here. I think Vadiato is still at Middle Tennessee because Middle Tennessee doesn't have an option. Nobody wants to go to Murfreesboro. So.
Well, nobody wants him in the transfer portal. That's probably another reason, right? So that's probably a bad thing.
He goes to the transfer portal. He comes back.
They kick him out. Not accepted.
Do you guys still have my room? You haven't changed my locker plate, have you? No? Okay.
That might be a bad thing with these small conferences when these quarterbacks have been around forever. Why didn't you transfer? If you're any good, you transfer.
But like you said, nobody wants to go. Or they don't know if they're gonna be able to go anywhere else.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no one will take them.
Keon Jenkins is a decent Conference USA quarterback. The problem is he's a decent Conference USA quarterback.
I'm afraid to go to transfer because I may end up nowhere. I may have to go down to FCS.
Tony, do you guys know the Jerry Jeudy game that we would play on the morning show? No, it goes all the way back to Mitch's time where we would just be like, who would you rather have, this receiver or Jerry Jeudy? Because Jerry Jeudy was. No. So we'll quickly play the Keon Jenkins game. Keon Jenkins or Jackson Arnold?
Jackson Arnold.
Really?
No. Hey, Keon Jenkins against good competition. Oh, it's ugly.
Oh, God, ugly. No. Jackson Arnold has broken. Like, if Auburn wasn't broken before, how do you make transfers for Eric Singleton and all these solid receivers and be like 130th in passing? That's why Auburn stinks out loud.
Yeah, like it'll be like a Noah Kim end up in a bottom MAC team. Noah Kim, Ryan Finley, all these guys. Ugh. All these guys. It kind of reminds me of horse racing when you see that stake horse and then you see him in a maiden claimer. It's like massive drop in class.
Keon Jenkins or Arch Manning?
Keon Jenkins.
Yeah, there you go. See, we found Tony's baseline. Better than Arch Manning.
I got to credit Steve Spurrier, man. He was politically incorrect, but he was right. Last year, he said he was the only one that had the guts to say, well, if it was any good, they wouldn't wait to start him this year.
It's true. Someone saying in the comments that Auburn just walked down Arkansas on Saturday. No, Arkansas just threw up all over themselves in the 4th quarter in that game.
Hell yes. Chambliss. Yeah, I like Chambliss. Not Chris Chambliss. This is going back way back. I wonder if there's any relation. He was that famous Yankee hitter that hit a walk-off against the Royals to take him to this World Series. Look it up on YouTube.
All right, we'll move on to the NHL. Only one game on the board on Wednesday. It's the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Tony, anything here?
Well, I'm missing Buffalo because Buffalo's led me to the win column every show. So I need Buffalo scheduled on Wednesdays, people. But, you got a team that can score against a team that can't score. Give me the team that can score. And I'm not laying – I'm getting plus. Yeah, give me Toronto.
I haven't even seen the price for it yet. I haven't done the wraparound for it yet.
Even money.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a toss-up.
Because, who started yesterday? Was it Stolarz yesterday?
It's back-to-back for everybody, right? Back-to-back for everybody.
It's probably going to be
let's see. I can call the starters. Yeah, it's Primo against Merciglins. I can just imagine what the backup goalie for Columbus is like.
Well, they didn't have a bad setup last year. That was still a Columbus team that finished like 2 points out of the playoffs or something like that. So, there we go. We got graphics. Took a minute, but
Jay signed in.
There we go. But Yeah, no, I got to go Maple Leafs too. I mean, it's and some people are going to call me a homer for doing it, but it's just based on the price. I mean, I don't know. Toronto is one of those teams that's always going to be overvalued in the betting market, but when you're getting odds like this, it's hard to justify that. So, yeah, give me Toronto here. Why not? Ashley?
I got to qualify my statement here. Columbus only 1.8 goals at home. At home, they can't score, and they're giving up almost 3.5 at home in their 4 home games.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I'm actually probably going to take the over here. I think Toronto's turning it on offensively the last few games. Even Columbus has put up a good number of goals the last 2 or 3. Both teams coming off back-to-back nights. I think we could see some sloppy defense here. I think it's in at 6.5 right now. I'll take the over.
All right, move on to Major League Baseball. Let's see here. Oops. Oh, damn it. Lost it. There we go. We got Game 5 of the World Series. We got Blue Jays once again in LA. Blake Snell for the Dodgers here. Trey Savage. Game 1 rematch. Actually, I'll let you go first in this one. I'm going to go on my long-winded spiel.
Yeah. I do like the Dodgers in this one, but they're pretty expensive here. And I don't particularly feel great about laying the run. So I'll probably roll with the over here. I do think Snell has a bounce-back game, but we've seen how strong Toronto's offense has been this series. And I think Savage will probably get lit up, a 5.93 ERA on the postseason so far. I think he's struggled a little bit. He's had some control issues. I think he's had a good number of walks his last couple outings too. I just think LA, they come in the clutch. You know, they don't want to go back to Toronto down 3-2. So I think Dodgers come out strong here. I just don't like how expensive the line is. So I'll probably roll with the over.
Tony?
Chris, you look pretty excited for a team on the verge of winning the World Series, man. I'm telling you guys are going to win. I'm kidding. Just joking.
Look, this is what you have to understand. I'll let you finish, but this is what you have to understand. Toronto sports fans can't have nice things. Okay? We just can't. That's why I just sit here stone-faced. I'm like,
you're expecting the worst. I get it.
I'm expecting the worst and hoping for the best.
And hope has been a long wait.
Oh, fuck. 32 years.
Well, you weren't around when Rick Monday hit that home run against Montreal. Was it Steve Rogers back in the day? That's going way back when they knocked out the Expos. And the Dodgers were on the verge of elimination there. And, of course, I don't know. You probably remember when the Kings knocked off the Maple Leafs in the conference final back in the 90s.
Oh, the high stick?
Yeah, you remember that one, right? Yeah, so There hasn't been a good history with, of course, LA Kings cost the Edmonton Oilers a lot of Stanley Cups because the Kings would upset the Oilers a lot in the playoffs.
Oh, trust me, I remember the high stick. I remember the 4-1 collapse in the third period against the Boston Bruins. I remember
Dougie Gilmore.
Saying, Tony.
Do you remember Dougie Gilmore back in the day?
It was a high stick.
Yeah. Yep. There's been a lot of history with the Dodgers and the Kings knocking off some of the Canadian teams in big spots. Big spots.
Just get to the points.
The big spot might have been the Dodgers thought they won the World Series there in game 3. Was it game 3? Was it game? I'm losing. Yeah, game 3. They acted like they won the World Series. They won an 18-inning game. Remember, they won an 18-inning game against the Red Sox. What happened in that series? Right? Hey, they've only scored 3 runs. I'm going to take the over in this game, even though they've only scored 3 runs in 20 innings. You know, that's. But again, Blake Snell. I mean, look, he got roughed up, and what has Toronto, Chris? What has Toronto done this year against lefty starters?
Crushed them. My thing is, so you're going with the over?
You're going with the over, yep.
I like the over, but I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go under in the first 5 because I think it's gonna be kind of tense through the first 5. And even then, Snell didn't pitch badly. He just got into trouble in the 6th inning, and Emmett Sheehan came up and gave up those runners.
Yeah,
and that's why the line was his stat line was 5 runs, 5 innings, and whatever. The 18-inning game told me that Toronto wasn't going to be a pushover.
Yep.
That was the biggest takeaway for me. Yeah, they lost. Cool. I kind of was sitting there. The longer it went on, the more I'm sitting there going, yeah, we're not going to win this game. We just can't break through.
Well, yeah, you had your spring training lineup in there. It looked like a spring training game there, where he had all your best hitters run like in a spring training. They play half a game, then the scrubs come in.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Would I rather have had Alejandro Kirk in there for Tyler Heineman in those innings? Absolutely. Would I rather have had Addison Barger over? Who else came in? I'm trying to remember. David Schneider. Yeah, David Schneider came in, but whatever. But yeah, I'm going under first 5 over full games. I think it's the bullpens that are going to be the involvement here. And would I be a Toronto sports fan if I didn't hopelessly take Toronto in Game 5? Why not?
Why not? Yeah, I would.
My thing is, what's Snell's MO? He has to strike batters out. He's strikeout dependent. What has Toronto done all season? Take good at bats. They don't strike out.
Yep.
So
they're young.
My only concern for the Blue Jays here, and Ashley kind of touched on it, was that Savage, I'm a little bit weary of him on the road because people forget he hasn't made a road start since September 21st.
Yep.
Against Kansas City, and he gave up, I think it was 4 runs in 4 innings in that game. But he also, in his debut, went to a tough ballpark in Tampa Bay and only gave up 1 run. I'm not saying the Dodgers and the Rays are the same team, but
well, the thing is, your Savage goes 5. Who gets you home? Lauer, does Lauer have anything left? He went deep. Bassett.
See, I'm of the belief that if Jeff Hoffman is on point and it's a high stakes situation, he could maybe give you 1+ innings. So say you go 5, you got Varland, who I'm always concerned about because
Varland. Oh, we've seen him around many teams, not just with the Blue Jays.
But the thing is, it's power versus power, right? So you can throw 100, but then when someone makes contact with that 100, they can send it out the other way. Varland, I don't want to see Dominguez in there.
No.
I don't want to see Sir Anthony Dominguez in there, but Jeff Hoffman, for all the shit that I gave him in the regular season for what was it, like leading the league in home runs by a reliever, he stepped up in the playoffs. So
yeah,
I don't know. Bassett's. I wonder. I know. I don't think you'd see him because in case you go to Game 7, but maybe because it'd be all.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I wonder if he'd be Scherzer.
Scherzer went 4 2/3 in Game 1. I don't know if he could bring Scherzer. I don't know. Scherzer gives up too many home runs. Scherzer was giving up 2 home runs per start, right? Per 9 innings. I don't know. There's a reason why he didn't pitch for a month and he was not on the ALCS roster. There's a reason for that.
I'm muted, man. They been saying we was dead, man. They said we had no chance, man.
They had no shot.
They said we was cooked.
Okay, y'all turn down your speakers if you don't want to get your.
They said we was cooked. They said we had no chance.
You were just cooked on one side. That was it. You got to turn up.
Sweet talk, man. Me and Chris been the one in here telling y'all the whole time. All aboard the hype train. Turn me up, man. None of y'all gave us a chance yesterday. Dodgers run line this. Dodgers minus 170 that.
-1s too. I read that.
Man, lay the run line with the Dodgers, man. Y'all know I had to come here and pop in right quick, man.
I want to do mine, but I still don't like how my neck looks in the conductor thing.
Oh no!
Turn me up.
Jeez.
I told y'all all we had to do was steal one.
See, that's when they told Chris to smile too.
Yeah, I used Jay's little.
My camera's getting screwed.
Man. I think I jacked up Jay's collar on the conductor jacket, so it's kind of it's got stretch marks now, so it's like it's messed up.
We 2 away, man. They told us we was gonna be done in a wild card. No, man. Hold on. First they said we wasn't winning the East.
All right.
Wait. First they said we wasn't making the playoffs. Then they said we wasn't gonna win the East. Then they said we was losing in the first round. Then they was like the Yankees finna demolish us. Then they was like, oh, y'all ain't got no chance against the Mariners. We went down 0-2 to the Mariners. Oh my God, it's over. Y'all are cooked. What we do? We fought back. We here. Man. We down in this series. What happened? We back. We here. 2-2 series, man. And they still giving us plus 375 to win the series, man. If you ain't on the train, you still have an opportunity to get on board. I've been begging y'all, man. Y'all ain't never seen me come on this show and beg y'all to ride with me on the team, man. I've been begging y'all all season long. Ride with me. Ride with Chris. We said it since day one. This the year. And we here. We 2 wins away.
I want whatever he had this morning.
I was just about to say, there you go. Yeah. Hopefully you'll get it by proxy. It'll wake you up a little bit. If you're tired, this should wake you up. So, Jay, you're on the Dodgers?
I was just gonna say, so what's your pick?
So Dodgers. Oh. Yeah. So
in all honesty though, it's the same thing. I bet the Blue Jays today for the same reason I bet them yesterday. Like the odds are not truly reflective of what's going on. Do I expect to win this game today? I don't. If you just want me to be completely honest. The whole time in this series, I said one game. We just got to steal one in Dodger land. We're going to come back to Toronto where we've been the best home team in baseball all season and get this shit done. If you remember, I said 7. I said Toronto in 7. I would love for it to be 6. I would love for it to be 6.
So would I.
You feel me?
But I can save myself gray hair for the next 2 days.
Trust me, I'm there too. The amount of money I got on these Jays, oh my god! But let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Someone said that they thought you would have been born and raised in Toronto instead of me. No, the optimism and the energy is why you can tell Jay's not born in Toronto, is because we're just like, shit, not again.
I think I've missed like the background on why Jay, you're a Jays fan.
Came to Toronto once.
One time.
So when I was in third grade, when I was in third grade, was it 8th grade? It might have been 7th grade. I think I was going to 7th grade. I was going to 7th grade, and I went on a mission trip, basically, and we spent like 2 weeks in Canada. We went all over Canada. It was really cool. And the one thing that at that young age, it never dawned on me that like there's sports teams in Canada and there were fans. Like it just, that was a foreign concept, like, whoa. And so there was just a whole bunch of Blue Jays stuff everywhere then. And so I got a hat then. And so if you know me, like I'm all about my hometown teams. Like I'm going to ride Cowboys, Rangers, Mavs, but I also have, because I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to ride your hometown teams, no matter how bad they are, no matter how mad they make you, you're supposed to ride your hometown teams. But that's not fair that you're born into some trash ass teams. Like I was born into Dallas Cowboys. It's just not fair. So you're allowed to have a swag team. And that's what I call it a swag team. So in every sport, I have a swag team. And over the past 3 to 4 years, the Blue Jays, since I've been there at PickDawgz, the Blue Jays have been my swag team in baseball. This year in football, it's the Colts. In the NBA, I don't know who it is thus far this season. The past couple seasons, it's been, I guess you could say, the Thunder Buddies. But yeah, so that's why I'm so hyped on the Blue Jays. And so coming into this season, day one of the season, we all picked who we think was going to win the World Series. I said the Blue Jays. So I've been on the Blue Jays train since day one of the season, and I'm just hype about it. Just trying to keep it rolling. That's why I'm so hyped.
Yeah, Jay's got about 20% of the market cornered off in the NBA. So,
yeah. Chris is this is his common collective. He's like, I call him Crypto Chris, like a crypto trader, just calmly doing his work.
Yeah, there you go. No, don't call me crypto, because then some people
like you're trading crypto. You're just very calm and collective. Like you're trading stocks. It's just another day at the office.
Like I said, then I'm going to get the bad end of it. Someone's going to be like, "Oh no, he's fake money." It's money that doesn't exist.
And the amount of money I have on the Blue Jays to win this World Series also dictates why I'm so hyped.
Oh, there you go. That'll do it.
I got a couple grand.
Well, there you go.
Did you get it from guys that pay you? I hope you didn't go credit route on that one.
Nah, these are actual books. These are
good.
Yeah, these are actual books. So, like, I have a couple of actual tickets. I probably could find one that, like, I placed at the casino from like way early in the season. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
When we were at March Madness?
No, I don't think I placed that one then, but I had been to Louisiana a couple of times since then, and I placed a couple there.
It's just like I need another reason to go back to New Orleans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be going to Shreveport, but yeah, it's like a 2.5, 3-hour drive from the crib. Yep, man. Let's get it, Blue Jays. Let's do it, bro.
Finish the job.
Shout out Vlad, man. And didn't I tell y'all Vlad Jr. is Michael Jordan from the damn Space Jam, bro? This is Space Jam playing out in our face right now. The Dodgers are the Monstars. We're calling them all season. But Vlad Jr. is Michael Jordan with the secret stuff.
What's Springer? Where's Springer at? Is he gonna?
I don't think. I
They will make a movie about this. Will you be on the right side of it? Is the question.
I think
it'll be on YouTube. Like those Canadian movies that always show up on YouTube, made in Canada.
Yeah, I think Springer's cooked, but I think he just kind of filled the void with Bo Bichette.
No, there's a lot of the young hitters on that team.
You're going to see Davis Schneider in the lineup tonight, though. I think it wouldn't surprise me if he batted lead off because it's facing a lefty. All right. Well, that does it for Major League Baseball. Ashley, before we let you go, what do you have going on over at PickDawgz Premium today?
Yeah, so I'm getting pretty hot right now. 5-0 in my last 5 NHL picks. I've been killing the NHL underdog. So only one game on the board today, obviously. So we'll be picking up our NHL underdog 2-packs tomorrow. So now is definitely a good time to hop on that. And then I'm also just 14-6 overall in my last 20 premium picks. So I'm actually passing today, just given the small boards, not too much I like today. But heading into tomorrow, like I said, I'll have a NHL underdog 2-pack. I will also have my Thursday night football best bet. And then Friday and Saturday roll around, I will also have my college football best bets, a nice college football 3 or 5 pack. We'll see come Saturday. And then NFL, I'll have my NFL best bet as well as an NFL 3-pack. And then, of course, I'll always have my longer term packages available. So 1 week, a month, or a year, or if you want to pick up a whole season.
Very good.
Definitely check that out. Check out Ashley over at PickDawgz Premium. Thank you for jumping on. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Thanks,
so Lake Tahoe over the Sierra Nevadas then for you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm from Cal. I spent most of my life in Tahoe. You know what? The funny thing about this little thing on my wall, what's wrong with this picture?
What's wrong with that picture?
There's a moose.
There's no moose in Tahoe, right?
Yep.
They just got me in the background.
I've been to Tahoe a lot. I've never seen a moose.
That was me. I was just being a little bit sick from the night before.
Yeah, so I don't remember where I got that from, but it's a little incorrect.
Nice. That's a nice part to live up there. Near Tahoe, near Sierra Nevadas. That's nice.
Oh yeah, no place like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys have a good one.
Thanks, Ashley. All right, Jay, you staying on for?
He's muted. He's good. He's good to go.
He's good. Okay.
He's good.
So we got some NBA on the board today. What was it? It's 10-game card?
Yeah. 10 games, 8 landmines. So there you go.
Not the truth.
Man, he ain't one.
So we got. Are you doing
it? Actually, I'm still kind of uploading the jam session. Can you do it?
All right. So
I can do the
all right. We got the Raptors catching 5.5 at home against the Houston Rockets. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers laying 3.5 on the road against the Boston Celtics. And the Orlando Magic laying 2 on the road against the Detroit Pistons. Tony, what do you like here? These first
out of the first 3 here, I like the over here in this Houston and Toronto game here. We know this Houston team kind coming in after that drop in the road game. They did drop a road game here against OKC, but looking at this Raptors team, they've been trending over against these high-scoring teams. You know, Houston's averaging over 116 points per game this season. And when you look at Toronto from three, they've been hitting pretty well. Poor defense here, though, and playing at a fast pace. So pace of play, for me, I'm going to go over the total there with Houston and Toronto there over the total there. I like the under in Cleveland and Boston. Boston's playing a very slow pace. They can't shoot. I mean, that's the problem. They just can't shoot the basketball. What is it, 31% from three this year? They're a high-volume three-point shooting team, and you can't make threes. You're going to be in trouble. So I'll look at the Celtics playing at the second slowest pace in the league, so I'll go under in that one.
Who's number one? Is it Dallas?
The number one in pace of play, slowest pace in the league. Let me take a look. You know who the fastest pace team is this year? You will never
Pacers
guess.
Still? Is it still a Pacers?
No. Fastest
OKC?
pace. Nope. Let me go back here. Let me get out of the home mark here. Let me check it out here. All locations. Let me double check. Fastest. Let's see if it's still after yet. This should be after yesterday's game. Let's see. Yep. The fastest team in the NBA, fastest pace team, the Miami Heat. A complete role reversal.
Makes
from
sense.
Last year. The Heat is getting up and down that court fast. Boston now has fallen to, I guess the Clippers slowed down after yesterday. So the Boston now third to last in pace of play. Clippers second to last. Slowest team in the league, Houston Rockets.
Where's Dallas on that list?
Dallas, as far as pace of play, 10th fastest pace.
For real? Wow.
But yep, the Heat at the fastest pace.
They just playing
second
fast trash. That's
Toronto fast and Charlotte fast.
Yeah, Charlotte. I knew Charlotte would be up there.
Charlotte fast, and of course Washington still fast and bad.
Yeah.
Hasn't changed. It hasn't changed.
Right.
But no one over against Miami. Yep, Miami the fastest pace in the league. Well, you get rid of Kevin Love, get rid of Butler, get rid of some of those old Haslam. Was he still there? Haslam had been there forever. I think he was almost ready for Social Security before he retired.
Jeez.
You having Kevin Love too. Medicare. I think he was made ready for Medicare.
Yeah. All right. Well, for me here, I'm going to take Detroit in the free bucket here. I don't know. I just think that, you know, we're catching points in what is a true coin flip. So catching Detroit as a home dog where they played their best basketball going back to last year. I like it here. I mean, Orlando, you know, has not been able to cover on the, you know, at all this season. 0-4 straight up and against, or sorry, 0-4 against the spread, 1-3 straight up. I don't know. I like Detroit here, catching the 2 at home. And I like Cleveland laying the 3.5 in this one. For me, I am worried that the Boston Celtics are going to be last year's Philadelphia 76ers. Where, you know, no disrespect to Jaylen Brown or Derek White, any of those guys, but no, Jason Tatum really hurts this team. And congrats, you can beat New Orleans, that's fine. But even the Sixers won 24 games last year. You know, the Celtics just don't have it. And, you know, if we look at the results they've already had this season, I mean, Boston, you know, lost by 1 against Philly, a game they should have won. You know, they went to New York, lost by 10. They went to Detroit, lost by 6. I'm not saying they're going to get blown out, but now you're facing one of the better teams in the East. That could easily be 4-0 if they didn't give up that early big fourth quarter run against the New York Knicks. So I'm taking Cleveland here. I'm laying the 3.5. Okay.
Fading you. I'm taking the Celtics.
Can't you recognize somebody? Yeah, that's you got Minot as a shooting forward and Neemias Queta. These are guys in the starting rotation for Boston. Do you recognize them?
No.
I only recognize Cater from watching Utah State basketball.
There you go.
I'm not in love with this game. This is not a premium stop bet, but I would lean towards Boston.
I'll wait. I'll say one thing here. Anthony Simons will not be coming off the bench very longer. I think Anthony Simons gets in that starting rotation. We could see something from Boston. Simons looks like the real deal on the Boston uniform.
Yeah. And the thing is, I know the Celtics are still overrated and overvalued. You got to remember, this team lost a lot of pieces. Holiday, Porzingis, Horford, and Tatum. Like, they lost 4 or 5 starters, basically.
And a good bench guy. Cornette was a good guy off the bench for them.
You know, so they've lost a lot of key pieces. I don't want to lead you off a cliff. I lean Boston in this one. I can't really verbalize why, though, if you just want me to be completely honest. But I just got a gut feeling about Boston today. We'll see.
It's diarrhea.
The one I do like in this slot, I like the Raptors. I think they have a legitimate chance to win this game outright, honestly. You got to remember the Raptors won 60% of their games. Or I'm sorry, the Raptors covered 60% of their games last year at home. They also covered 60% of their games as a home underdog last season. They're a money-making home machine. They're also coming into this game off 3 straight L's, so they should have an uptick in effort tonight. They should be motivated to win tonight. The Rockets, Tony kind of hinted at it. This is their second road game of the season. It's their first time on the road laying points. First game they played the Thunder on the road. The Rockets are a good team. I had them in their last game laying a bundle of points at home, but this is still a team that doesn't have a point guard, and going up against a team like the Raptors on the road, a good defensive team who's good at home, who has motivation to play tonight, just seems like you're asking for it, laying multiple possessions. So give me Toronto in this spot tonight. I trust them at home. Everybody chills, watches the Raptors get a win, and then they turn up for them Jays tonight.
Well, they set the game early, guys. They're doing this early stuff again. 6:30. They're doing this early stuff. They're not at home. Why are we starting at 6:30 again? Oh, they have the viewing party. That's right. They have the viewing party.
Yeah, they let them stay in their seats.
Yeah, that's why.
We'll see. That's all I really like here in this first slot. Small lean Magic, but they D&B material right now. I know.
Still can't shoot. Still can't make threes. Bring in Desmond. Still can't shoot.
A lot of landmines today, like Tony T said.
All right, move on to the next slate. We got let me get here. Got the Brooklyn Nets catching 8 at home, 8.5 against the Atlanta Hawks. We got the Sacramento Kings on the road catching 4.5 against the Chicago Bulls. And the Dallas Mavericks laying 6.5 at home against the Indiana Pacers. Boy. The only one I like here is Chicago laying the points at home against Sacramento. Again, I've said it before. I feel like the Sacramento Kings for me are a team in purgatory. They're not bad enough to contend for a top draft pick, but not good enough to, compete in the top 6, top 8 of the Western Conference. Chicago's, I think, going to be one of my swag teams this season. I like this young core. I like, Bezelis. I like Josh Giddey. I just like this young lineup for Chicago, and I think that they find a way to get it done here. Lay in the 5 with the Chicago.
Bulls.
Fading you again, Chris. I'm taking the Kings.
You're foolish in lack vision.
I'm taking the Kings.
They're trash.
They are, but that doesn't mean that the Bulls should be laying multiple possessions. That don't mean that. It don't mean that. I think the Bulls are overrated and overvalued as of right now. They're playing good. There's a difference between playing good and being overrated and overvalued. There's a difference. And I like the Bulls. They're 3-0 straight up, 3-0 ATS. That has them overrated and overvalued, man. This team should not be laying multiple possessions on the Kings. The reason they are is because of 3-0 straight up and 3-0 ATS, and because the Kings are on a back end of a back-to-back with travel. The spot kind of dictates it. I talked about this pretty lengthy on the jam session, but looking back over the past couple seasons, if you're an OG on the jam session, the Kings are a team that don't fit situations anyway. They don't. They never have. They never will. You can't put every team in a box. When you think a spot look good for the Kings, they lose outright, and then they go and beat somebody they got no business beating. That's who the Kings have been the last couple seasons. They're a weird team. Tonight, the thing that pushed me on to the Kings for real, is the return of Zach LaVine to Chicago. This will be his first game back in Chicago since leaving the team. And I think the guys galvanized around him tonight. They played well last night, the Kings did. They just lost to a better team. They lost to the best team in the league, the defending champs. Tonight, I think the Kings go back to where this is DeRozan's second time back in Chicago. He played them last year in Chicago. Levine was still on the Bulls. Levine, I think they had 30 in Chicago that night. But the second they played again, they have played the Bulls since both of them have been on the Kings, but that game was in Sacramento. So this will be the first time that Levine goes back to Chicago. It's the second time DeRozan going back to Chicago. I think they play well tonight. And if they play anything remotely close to how they played the Thunder last night, I think they win this game outright. Shout out Chicago. They play well. I just think they're overrated and overvalued. They shouldn't be laying multiple possessions on anybody. As a dog, as a 1-point favorite, money line favorite, we can rock with the Bulls. But expecting them to beat decent teams by margin, I'm not ready to do that with them yet.
Sacramento should be 0-4. Team's ass.
Yeah, they beat the Jazz by 1 at home as their only win, right?
I don't necessarily disagree.
Yeah.
Pacers plus the points. Pacers money line.
Wow.
Okay.
As a former Dallas Mavericks fan, we never play the Pacers. The Pacers always kick the crap out of the Mavs. Always. Ever since Rick Carlisle left the Mavs and went to Indiana, bro, and they play the Mavs, they see blood in their eyes, fam. They see blood. And I just think this is a really good spot. I think this is a kind of a little overreaction spot. You see, the comments finna flood me saying, look at the injury report for Indiana. I don't give two shit. I don't care. I really don't care. I think it's a style of play clash. I think the Pacers are going to push the pace on the Mavs, and the Mavs not going to have enough offense to keep up. We'll see. No Matherin. I know who else. No Matherin.
Nembhard.
No Nembhard. No Toppin.
No Toppin. That's like,
No Halliburton. I hit it. It's ugly.
Ooh, it's ugly. It's like a chess game. Missing your king, your queen, your rook.
But you got good old hate in your heart, man. And hate take you a long way.
Oh, yeah. Trust me. I know all about that, man.
And I just think the Mavs, based on what we've seen through 4 games, don't deserve to be laying 6.5 on nobody. They don't. This team that lost outright to the damn Wizards. They let Keyshawn George come in there and give him 40.
It's not Keontae George. It's Keyshawn George.
I'm leaning towards the Pacers in this one. I 2-1 on my money in this spot just seems like too good of an opportunity to pass up with Indiana for as hard as they be playing Dallas every time they see him. We'll see.
Tony, did you go here?
No, I haven't gone yet. No.
You can't. Hold on. Sorry. You can't compare Zion to the Pacers, fam. The Pacers have been a collective team. Like they've been a team. This is a team that went to the NBA Finals last year. And, they played well without Halliburton. Look at the Pelicans without Zion, and you tell me if they're comparable. It's not even comparable. It's not even. You can't even. What? Zion is a top. You know what I mean? Player in the league, bro. I'm not even going to entertain that. Sorry, Tony.
No worries. Yeah, I'm going to look here. Atlanta, Brooklyn over. The Nets are playing some of the worst defense you're ever going to see in the NBA right now. And Hawks, if you play bad defense, they will go and take every shot possible. The stat padding team of the NBA. And, of course, the Nets can shoot threes. That's what they do. They're 2 stars on their team. The goal is shoot as many threes, pad up your stats so we can trade you at the trading deadline. That's the goal. So if they're down big, they're going to still be in the lineup to pad their stats. So I'll look at the over there with Atlanta and Brooklyn. What does Mills always used to say with the Kings? He would say, never bet the Kings on a back-to-back because they suck in back-to-backs. Well, he's right, because the numbers tell you they've sucked in back-to-backs. You look over the past 1+ seasons, Sacramento, if you go deeper, it's even worse. Sacramento 4-12 of the spread in back-to-back games the past 1+ seasons. With the rest advantage, the Bulls 13-7 of the spread with the rest advantage. And I'm kind of looking at it differently here with Levine. I think Levine's going to be sending thank you cards. Have you ever spent a winter in Chicago and you go to Sacramento? That's a thank you. thank you. Get away from the winters in Chicago. They don't call it the Windy City. They should call it the Wind Chill City. I would be thanking Chicago for trading me to Sacramento. Wow, what a difference there! Not having to shovel snow. Of course, I don't know if Russ relate to that in Toronto, but not having to shovel snow. You don't have to. Oh, so much different lifestyle there in Sacramento. Yeah, I like the Bulls in this one. There. And yeah, even though there's tons of injuries here in Indiana, I could only look at the plus price with them. Even though we lost value, it was 7.5, and now it's down to 6 in some spots because some people are saying, "Wait a minute, these are the Dallas Mavericks are given more than 2 possessions to here. That's got an aging starting lineup, and who's coming off the bench for this Dallas team, really? So that's the issue, and they have not shot the ball well at all. This Mavericks squad, they got injuries themselves. Guys like Lively, Exum, Gafford. I mean, these are role players that help you off the bench. And right now, you're looking at Max Christie, D'Angelo Russell, Jaden Harvey, Caleb Martin come off the bench. Well, just can't get there with laying 2 possessions with the Mavericks either. But you've heard this before, right? Halliburton wasn't always the most healthiest guy. He missed a lot of games, and the Pacers are used to playing without Halliburton. But I don't know if they're used to playing with all these guys out. We'll see. But I just can't lay 2 possessions with the Mavericks at this time, so I'll look at the Pacers plus.
All right. And the final slate, you got the Nuggets laying 12.5 at home against New Orleans Pelicans. You got the are you doing it or am I?
I'll do it.
Okay. I was trying to move and it went crazy. You got the Blazers laying 3 on the road against the Jazz. We got the Timberwolves laying 7.5 at home against the Lakers, and the Memphis Grizzlies in a pick'em on the road against the Phoenix Suns. Jay?
Suns for me here. I don't love it, but I believe it's the right play. That's how my thoughts on the whole card today. I don't love it, but I think it's the right play. And
you're getting 2 now with this. You're getting 2 now with the Suns. With Memphis is up to 2-point favorite.
I don't really know why either. Let me.
Maybe they're worried about Jalen Green's health. He
ain't played at all yet this year.
Yeah. Him and Brooks are out if Green doesn't go. And you got the big 3: Morant, Jaren Jackson, Pope healthy.
So Brooks is out. Jalen Green could be making his season debut tonight. I lean Phoenix, man. I do. I just don't trust Memphis out on the road, man. And then we'll see. It's a 50-50 game, and I'm not mad at anybody thinking the Grizzlies are the better basketball team, but with the spot here for the Suns, I like the Suns. So we'll see. No Luka, no LeBron, no Anthony Edwards. Who the hell are these teams? Man, I lean Lakers, but I'm not betting that. And if I get 3.5, 4 with the Jazz, I'm betting the Jazz.
Yeah, it's still 2.5 and 3 in most places.
Yeah. If I get up and over a bucket, watch this line all day. If we get over a bucket, grab the Jazz. At 3, I lean Jazz. At 2.5, I'm cool. It's going to be a good game. I'm going to watch this game tonight. I'm intrigued with both of these 2 teams this year.
Yeah.
That was exactly what I was going to say.
I'm intrigued, man. It's and this is what I said on the jam session. We're 2 weeks in. We're a week and a half in. Bad teams don't know they're bad yet.
Yeah. You know,
bad teams, they're not tanking yet. They're playing. They're hooping. You know, they're hooping for new contracts. All that. So,
and you got a coach that gets enough sleep, because if you know poker players, they don't sleep very much. So.
Who did you say said that the Jazz was a team to watch this year? Was that LeBron? Or sorry, not the Jazz, the Blazers. Sorry.
I've heard that
Anthony
too.
Edwards said that after they played them in Portland, and then the Warriors kind of said that a little bit after they played them in that game too.
Yeah, they pounded two teams, but they had rest advantage, but they pounded Golden State and they pounded the Lakers because it was, I don't want to call phony wins, but in my book I write them as phony wins because they had rest advantage in those games. They faced old teams in back-to-backs each time, beating both the Warriors and the Lakers.
Exactly. And I think, and Tony just hit the nail on it, I think that has them a little overrated and overvalued here in Utah. Utah is a really tough place to play. And if you know me, I love betting Utah in Utah. And that's why I want to bet them, but I want 3 and a hook. I want 3.5. I want a bucket. So if I get 3.5, I'll play it. I never buy points in basketball, and I won't ever do it. I wouldn't advise y'all to do it. I know one of y'all probably thinking about doing it. Don't do it. If you got to buy points, you should just leave the game alone. But if the line naturally populates to 3.5, Jazz. And stupid, dummy, crazy. Nuggets. Tony? How you feeling, Tony?
Yeah, see, for me, I only take the Nuggets. This to me is a line if they have rest advantage, right? Usually on these teams, on these long road trips, they come and Denver's the last stop. Yeah, I can't touch that one there. I'll pass that one. Yeah, I'm going to look at Utah here plus the points against Portland. Although I know Portland. We talked about those phony wins, and yes, they got a coach that's getting to sleep. Remember Chauncey? He always looked like he was sleepy on the court. Maybe that was a tell there. He didn't have much emotion, just sat there. He looked like he was tired all the time. So so maybe the poker was on the mind more than the basketball. But anyway, yeah, I like Utah, and that's why even getting the 3, I'll take them. That's the only one I really like. I'm not gonna, like I said, I just can't bet New Orleans. Just even on their road numbers. If you look at their ATS numbers on the road last year, horrific. I mean, horrific. And I think the line kind of is in it's there, but again, I don't like to lay this type of number with the Denver unless they're have a rest advantage at home, like they did against the Suns. They saw what they did against the Suns with rest advantage; they just absolutely pounded them. And I can't touch the Lakers in Minnesota. There, I don't trust the Lakers, even if they had health, I wouldn't trust them against Minnesota, even if they were healthy. And yeah, these are the landmine. I said there was a lot of landmine games here. I don't want to step on any of these.
See, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go with Memphis. I think it is the fact that I just think that Memphis is the better team here. I just can't get there with Phoenix, who I still think should be 0-4 if they didn't have that collapse from the Sacramento Kings earlier this year. So I'm going to take Phoenix in that one. Or sorry, Memphis. Sorry, pardon me, Memphis in that one. And I like the over in Portland, Utah. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. I think it's going to be a bit of a track meet here. Two young teams eager to prove themselves. I think the over 234 definitely in play here. So I'm going to go with Portland and the Utah over. All right, and that does it. We covered the full card of action. Got Tony T's thoughts that Keon Jenkins is better than Arch Manning. We've got the Toronto Blue Jays on the brain. Full card of action tonight. But our best bets are over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Jay, what do you have going on over at Pick Dawgz today?
Money making Wednesday. I got back on the right track. I cashed my NBA Jam Session play of the night last night with the Golden State Warriors. No sweat cash there. Felt good to cash a ticket. I'm trying to cash it again today. So it's not up quite yet. It'll be up right after the show. But I love tonight's NBA Jam Session play. I'm debating how many plays I want. I don't love tonight's card. I like it. I don't love it. So I will for sure have one, likely 3. We're probably going with 3. Probably going to have a plus money dog and another NBA play that I like. So probably 3, but I really love the Jam Session play. Scoop that up, hop on something long-term. Pair me up with Tony, pair me up with Chris. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books.
Check Jay out over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Tony, what do you got on the board today?
Yeah, I got best bets on the board from college football as well as from Major League Baseball. So look at this NBA card. I may find a premium there as well. So get on board with me over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Long-term subscriptions, the way to go. We got all this sports overlap right now with baseball, basketball, football, and that's right, college basketball starts on Monday. So get on board.
Definitely check Tony out over at Pick Dawgz as well. For me, strictly NBA and college football today. I got my NBA big play, the best play on the board that I absolutely love for today's card. I've also got, let's see here, what do I have on the board? I got a 5-pack from the NBA and college football too. So make sure that you jump on board. Pair me up with Tony, pair me up with Jay, and let's make some money. Remember to use that promo code PICK. Get 15% off your purchase over at PickDawgz Premium. It's about that time. Parlay time, gentlemen. What do you guys like for today's action for a parlay? Jay?
We're gonna get that 3.5. I think we're gonna get that 3.5 for Utah. I think I'm gonna get it, bro. I think I'm gonna get it. Give me Utah money line. Give me Indiana money line and Blue Jays money line. 3 dogs. See what happens.
3 dogs.
You can go ATS too if you're scared.
Tony?
At 2 dogs here, I like the Pistons plus. I like the Jazz plus. I like the over in the Hawks and Nets.
I'm going to go with the Maple Leafs. Let's go with the over in Portland, Utah. And the Detroit Pistons. All right. That does it. Any final words before we get out of here?
Money Making Wednesday. All aboard the hype train. If you ain't on, you still got time to get on, man. Plus 375 to win, bro. Only need 2. Plus
2 out of 3. That's sweet money there. Wow.
They disrespecting us. I think the Dodgers still minus 500. I think.
Yeah, that's no respect there for these Blue Jays with these bats, man. Give me the youth. The youth movement is on here, man. Age is an issue when you try to swing that, when you have bat speed and you try to swing uppercut.
They be hating, man.
Yeah,
Let me just double check that because I think
it's plus 190. It's plus 163, plus 170 now.
Okay, it was yesterday. Was that before yesterday's game?
It was. Yeah,
it was yesterday's game. Okay, my bad. But 200 though. 200
could be. I don't know, Chris. I think I see like World Series tickets in your future, Chris.
Yeah, 375 was yesterday's game. I think I bet that before yesterday's game. That's why it's on my brain.
I saw those prices over there for game 6 and 7.
Oh, yeah.
How long's the drive for you there to get to the park?
45 minutes. So, yeah, I'd rather sit in a bar. Who's better? Don't have to listen to. Well, actually, I might have to listen to some drunk guy cheering behind me, but that's just me. But all right, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Who's on tomorrow? It's me, Jay. You on?
I think we got the 5 crew tomorrow, so it's me, Chris. Yeah, me, Chris, Brad, Brian, Romanelli.
Oh boy, that'll be fun.
Be here, be square. Make it a winning day. Appreciate you guys. Smash that like button. Aloha.
See you guys.
I am a hoe. Wait, no, that's not it.